Hello, my name is Richard. I go by ultrabyrich, and this is ultrabyrich meta ads. In this session, we're going to be going over how to create a campaign and target Android users. So this is a great campaign strategy for those that are looking to target maybe you only have an Android app. Maybe you have an iOS app and an Android app and you want to promote the Android app. So you can see there's a lot of different ways that having targeting access just to Android users allows your marketing campaign to really go to the next level. And this is a great strategy for those that are interested in doing that. So let's jump right in, shall we? First thing you're going to do is go over to your campaigns page and you're going to hit create. From here, you're going to select leads and we're going to scroll down and we're going to name this one. We'll give it today's date. And then we're going to give it the client's name. In this case, we'll use my name, ultrabyrich. And then we're going to be doing leads, form, and then Android. And we're going to bring that same name and copy and paste it to the ad set and the ad. And then recap, we're doing auction, lead generation. This is going to be using the forms, targeting the Android users, and we're going to hit continue. Now, real quick, I wanted to mention to you our done for you Facebook ads. There's a link in the description for a free one-on-one session where we actually go through your business and talk about how we can optimize and build out your campaigns. It's free to do. Definitely recommend it. Let's get back to it. It's going to ask if you want to do manual or tailored. In this selection, we're going to do manual. We have a lot more settings to make. And then it's going to give you the campaign edit settings now. So you can change any typos you made there. If you're interested in learning more about special ad categories, I have a whole separate video on that. A link in the bio. And then recapping, again, you already selected leads, auction. We're not doing any limits. This is not an A/B test. We're not going to use the Advantage Campaign Budget Plus. Also have a video on that, link in the bio. Great, hit next. This is where it's going to ask you what you want to do. In this case, we are going to be selecting instant forms. We're going to be using the forms built into Facebook. And we're going to be changing our account to the ultrabyrich account. And we're going to be maximizing number of leads. We're not going to do a cost per result goal. We're not going to use dynamic creative. There's not a catalog for us. We're going to leave the $20 daily budget. We're going to have it start tomorrow at midnight. And then we're going to use the original audience options. Scroll down. We're going to type in United States is okay for this one. We're going to change that age to 25 to 64. Got a great video on age and audience and why we do that. Take a look. And then language, we're going to do English, US. And we're going to get all the Advantage placement. You can see we're going to go over to manual because we are now specifying. So if you left it Advantage, it's using all devices, all operating systems, everything. So you've got to tell it, hey, I'm going manual. You're not going to do what you normally think you're going to do. So change that from Advantage to manual. And then once you're in here, you're actually able to select devices. I have a great video on mobile versus desktop. But that's where you do that. And then you'll notice if you come down here to the bottom and hit show more options, you're then given a specific mobile device and operating system option here. So this is great because you can actually click edit, and this is where you're going to select Android devices only. And then you'll have the option to do smartphones or tablets or both. In this case, we're going to leave both on. And then you also have a chance to do operating system version. And then this is an interesting toggle. We don't necessarily recommend it, especially when you're applying these sort of filters, but you can say, hey, when they're only connected to Wi-Fi. So let's say you had an offer that maybe required them to enter their credit card info. You don't necessarily want them in their car scrolling. So kind of a weird example, but good one to say, hey, I only want them on Wi-Fi. And then you can actually include an option here to say, do not include skippable ads in this ad set. Again, you're just limiting the algorithm of where it can put your ad. So we leave that open, leave this one open, leave the version open. You've already specified the Android portion. So again, the strategy is around the Android signifier here. And we are going to leave the default placement for that, everything else. We're not changing anything else besides just Android. It's going to create its own limitations for that. And as you can see, we left it United States. We left it 25 to 64. And then this is where you can go in, hit next, and actually create your ad creative. And, you know, maybe make it more specific because you now know it's going to Android. So you can go, hey, Android users, stop scrolling and sign up. Again, short, sweet call to actions work really well. Headline is like 2 to 3 words. Description, 2 to 3 words. Make sure your call to action is very clear of what it is. Are they learning more? Are they getting an offer? Are they getting a quote? Learn more is a great default if you don't know what to do or how to start. But generally speaking, like if they're a local service, they want to get an offer or get a quote, make sure those are options. If you're offering an ebook route or something they can download, do that. If you have a scheduling system and you want them to book now, you can see. If you have an application or a credit form or something like that, apply now. If it's a subscription or you want to sign up. So you can see they are all very purpose, but make sure that that call to action button is derived to the right option. And then we're using the form we've already created. And then make sure you got your pixel turned on. And then from here, you're ready to publish. So that's it. Pretty slick campaign. You can create ads that are now targeting Android users and only Android users. And then you can start spending a portion of your budget towards Android users or not. You could say, hey, I don't want to spend anything here and I want to do an iPhone user strategy. Thank you for watching this clip. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a comment, drop a like, and make sure you subscribe.